In this video, we will be covering the T sounds, but first, a few things I forgot to mention about the S sounds. For example, if you want to make, even though there is no C sound in the Japanese language, if you want to make one, you can combine the letter se with the lowercase e, though I don't really see this that often. So it's probably not that common. You can also add doctin to it to make Z. Also, with the letter she, so she, shu. You can put a lowercase e next to it to make the she sound, even though there is no she sound in the language. You can also add doctin to it to create the j sound. It's one of the symbols in the name for roller coaster. Now the ta sound is written like this. The chi sound is written like this. The tsu sound is written like this, not to be confused with the shi sound, which looks like this. The te sound looks like this, not to be confused with the chi sound. And the to sound looks like this. The to sound is used to replace sounds that end in the letter T on words, because there is no t, there is no real actual sound with just a T, so they use to instead if a word ends in a T. Now, adding doctin to the letter ta, of course, turns it into da. Adding it to the letter chi turns it into G. However, I've never really seen this actually happen, so I guess they don't really use that. Adding it to the letter tsu turns it into Z. However, I've never seen that happen either to this specific symbol. Adding it to te turns it into de, and adding it to to turns it into do. And now for a few combinations. Even though there is no T sound in the Japanese language, you can make one in katakana by taking the letter te and putting a lowercase e behind it. Adding doctin to it makes it D, even though there's no sound, there's no D sound either. The tu sound is usually replaced with the tsu sound in loan words. Even though technically there's no che sound, for loan words you can create one by taking the letter chi and putting a lowercase e behind it. Here are a few words you can now read. Katakata is the onomatopoeia for metal hitting metal. Katakata katakata is the onomatopoeia for the clickety-clack sound that a train makes. Doki doki means the sound of a heart beating. It can also be used to mean like I'm nervous or something like that. Disku That means disc, like a DVD disc or something. DVD means DVD. And you'll notice that there are symbols on top to tell you how to pronounce a word. That's called hiragana. It's often used when explaining to someone how to pronounce something that they might not be familiar with. It's used all the time on anime shows when they tell you the name of an episode. So and just in case there are some symbols up there that the reader might not understand yet. And this word is ice. You would think it would mean ice, but it's actually short for ice cream.